Welcome to my tech demo for my Semester 1 project for Advanced 3D Engines. Covering some of the mechanics that I've created for this game. So first of all, we'll just go over quick movement things. So using your left thumbstick, moving up and down, you can go forward and back, and you can steer using your left and right on that same thumbstick. To turn your turret, you'd press up and down to move to point forward and back, and left and right respectively to go in their directions. And you can also press the right trigger to fire your weapon. In terms of UI, we have the stats of the tank on the bottom left, which shows your boost bar, which shows that, how much boost you've got left. For some reason that doesn't work when OBS is running. We also have our health bar and shield bar, which is the health being the green and the shield being the blue on that tank image. On the bottom right, we have the weapon stats, which shows how much ammo you've got and which weapon you're using. In terms of classes, we have the default class which we're using at the moment, which has a pretty standard moving speed of about 700. And it can switch between any weapon in the game. But for multiplayer purposes, we have 3 different classes of tanks, which are restricted to to specific weapons. We have an attack tank, which is pretty much the same movement speed as the default tank, which is restricted to dual cannons and a beam cannon, which we'll get into later. We have a heavy tank, which is a slower moving speed, which is restricted to the rocket launcher and flamethrower, because they're heavy weapons. And we have a light tank, which is a faster tank with low shields, and is restricted to the machine gun and grenades. Going into the actual weapons, we have, I've put the weapon beside the pickup, the ammo tab that they use. We have the rocket launcher, which uses explosive ammo. It's a pretty standard projectile weapon, which when the projectile hits, it has radial damage with a slight fall off. It has a slight reload time, so players won't be spamming rockets around the level. We also have a machine gun, which uses light ammo, which is pretty much a rapid fire weapon, which does a little damage, but because it's rapid fire, as long as you get the hits, the damage will add up. We also have a grenade launcher, which uses the same ammo as the rocket launcher, which fires projectiles in an arc rather than a straight line, and again has radial damage because it's explosion. Next weapon we have is a flamethrower, which uses fuel. It's basically a weapon that fires a particle system and uses a line trace to find their target. It also has a special damage effect, which will basically put the player on fire. For some reason, the target turret does not like doing that. We also have an EMP cannon, which uses energy, which when it hits a player, it will disable input. Obviously, it's more of a multiplayer orientated weapon. We also have a beam cannon, which again uses energy, which uses a line trace to find its target and uses a spline to show a particle effect along it. And this is lagging, I think it's because of OBS. And the last weapon we have is the dual cannons, which we saw before, which is a weapon that just fires alternately between left and right. Next thing we have are the pickups. We have a health pickup, a shield pickup, a boost pickup, and a drone pickup. The health and shields are both used to restore the health on the player. Use the left on the D-pad to use the health pickup and right on the D-pad to use a shield pickup. Down on the D-pad, if you've got enough pickups, will fill up your boost bar, and you can use drone pickups to launch a drone. This will launch a drone into the sky, which can give you a top-down perspective of the level. You can use the drone will also have the tank stats in the top left, which will update if the tank takes damage. You can also use the drone to put waypoints down, which when you go back in the tank will show up on your minimap at the top right. The inventory system can be accessed pressing the B button. You can see it'll show all pickups in a grid system and your weapons in 2 slots at the top. Pressing A in the inventory UI will give you information about each of the pickups. As well as that, you can also drop any pickup you want from the inventory, as well as one weapon. You can't drop both weapons because you can't not have a weapon. The next thing are the managers which I've got in the game. So we have 3 managers, one for a teleport system, one for a generator system, and one for a lift system. The teleport system basically sends a location between each teleport and moves the actor between each one. And the generator system basically gets players to. It basically needs the players to destroy each of the generators in order to open the door. There you go, that should open now. Yep. The lift manager pretty much takes the player between 2 different locations. It's not restricted to up and down, it can go side to side and everything. And the next thing we have are gates, which can be used either without a key, or the player can need a key to open it. Like it says there, a key is required. So the player can then pick up the red key and open the gate. I've also added it so you might need keys to use lifts and teleporters, just because it adds a bit more of a twist. You can also see keys actually have an inventory slot, as you can see there, red key and blue key. Those also aren't removed from the inventory, so they can be used on multiple doors throughout the level if you need. Next thing is destructibles, which basically when the player uses the boost, they can then destroy any objects that look like they're made out of wood. It's pretty much, you have to gather up a bit of speed before you can actually do that. Like this. There you go. It's working now, so you can see the damage effect from the flamethrower, which basically just means you take damage over time for about 5 seconds. You also see when I'm aiming at the turret, you can see that targeting in the health bar, which will go down when you hit. The turret also uses a box collision, as you can see. I forgot to make it hidden in game, but to detect when the player's in front of it. Also, I'll just quickly show that's using the health pickups now, actually taking damage. And that's everything for the tech demo. Thanks for watching.